Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's a new week, and we've got something special this time because the Murder on the Warp Express event is out now. I've done the actual story itself, I streamed it, and it's pretty good, it's very good. I won't talk about the actual stuff that happens in the story, in this, so if you haven't played yet, don't worry. I mean, you still should probably play it before watching this, because we're gonna go to the new floor. But there's also a total of 12 ego gifts from this event. Basically all charge focused. There are 4 of those were fusions. Pretty interesting stuff, that's for sure. And because there was no like dungeon type thing in the actual mid chapter, I haven't seen any of them yet. So we're gonna be going into that fairly blind. Although that's gonna be a floor 5 thing, so we're just gonna have to go through the rest of the hard dungeon pretty much as normal. Let's see. Let's gamble. A freezer, cool. That's good. Oh yeah, because the selection's weird. Let me fix that. But yeah, so we've got MultiCrack Faust, we have MultiCrack Heathcliff, and then we're gonna be running, you know, some standardy charge stuff. Bit of a focus on strong envy skills, because that's a big thing going on with MultiCrack Office. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the loading screen. That's fine. It's a cool looking loading screen. It's not too spoilery, so yeah, I think it's chill. But yeah, we started with full Wish of Stars, so we've got a bunch of cool charge stuff on us to start out with. Always nice to have. And yeah, so MultiCrack Office Fixers. In case you don't know what these IDs do, they're very charge spend heavy. Similar to Warp Otis. They've got like the little passive that means that they gain charge potency by consuming charge count. So they want to spend a lot of charge, and their skill 1s and 2s spend charge, but their skill 3s don't. Instead, their skill 3s give them a stupid amount of charge. Like Faust gets like somewhere between 11 and 16, depending on how much charge you had beforehand, or charge potency specifically, mainly. So it's interesting stuff. In the actual story content, it's a little hard to maintain it. They really don't have nearly enough charge gain to really do too much. It felt like. So we're reliant on the skill 3 for much charge at all. But here, that's not as big of an issue. We're in Mirror Dungeon, so we can afford having to spend a stupid amount of charge to do anything. But, like, this skill 3 looks super cool when you actually have charge. Like, the big, like, pillar of, like, energy that just smites them. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. And on top of that, we also have Dimension Shredder Otis, which is cool, I guess, right? It's just straight up synergy with Warp Otis, in case you, like, want, like, more charge, or I guess if you want to spend more charge, right? Because it gains some charge, spends some charge, gets your charge potency up quicker. Which could mean it's, like, not a bad idea to, like, start out with her Dimension Shredder, but at the same time, not fully sure. Her Dimension Shredder also has a passive that increases her max charge by 5, so she can get up to 35 charge count. And if you pair that with one of the support passives from one of the new IDs, I can go even further than that. So that's pretty cool. Droplet is crying. It sure is. Let's see if we can pass this. You just need 2 heads. Cool. Travel the flask early will be nice to make sure we've got a bunch of resources and stuff. We're going to want a lot of resources because we also can definitely make some pretty stupidly good usage out of Teleport with this ID. Because, you know, while the units charge you 2% more damage per charge count, uncapped, so, you know, if she has 30 charge, she does 60% more damage. And skill spend 2 less charge count, which is good because, you know, her skill 1 costs 5 charge, and her skill 2 costs, like, 10 charge. Some useful stuff. Let's see, most of you on this team do have a charge ego or so. Because there's just a bunch of random charge egos, right? And of course, as per most events, like, By going to the main event floor, we're going to get more of the resources, which the event resources, currency, whatever you want to call it, that we can use to buy the rewards. And by using relevant IDs and ego, we get even more. Warp IDs give you a 20% bonus, MultiCrack gives a 40% bonus, and Dimension Shredders give either a 20% or 40%. 40% for Otis, 20% for the other two. It does cap at 120%, so that's why I'm not running like full warp or anything. If it was uncapped, then there'd be no reason not to just go fully into, you know, the best stuff you could choose. But I wanted to run a bit more of a varied team that had, I guess not a varied team as much as I wanted to support passives that had the full rest bonus just for more Starlight. I like getting Starlight, even if it's super not necessary most of the time. You can make some good use of charge countercurrent, although it will spend all of your charge from the first one, I believe, because of how it works. Skill 2, if there's a 3 Envy Resonance, her skill 2 spends all charge instead of just 10. What an interesting thing, especially since if you're running a team like this, if you're going for a bunch of Envy stuff, it's like the big nuke turn, so you can get some funny synergy going on there. I'll take some costs. None of these are particularly great. No ego gift giving ones, but cost works. It'll be nice so we can upgrade stuff at this upcoming shop, or this upcoming rest stop, I should say. Dream Electric Sheep, pretty nice. Envy Res benefits is nice, right? And yeah, we can get Charge Type Gloves to ++, which means now we start with 8 charge count and gain 4 turn start for every turn. So yeah, a little bit of charge. Employee card ++, portal battery socket ++, patrolling flashlight ++. We really didn't need to go all out on that, but it's funny, so might as well. And this was what? This was just Kanto 1 floor, right? Just G-Corp head manager. Oh, dog barking going on in the background. Don't know if you can hear that, but if so, whoopsies. B, you've started with 15 charge. You can immediately DDDR. Charge EU gifts are a little silly. Immediate DDDR without taking any damage in the process, like. And like, we're not even at our full power yet. We don't even have Lightning Rod, which would be an additional +7 at ++ charge to start out with. We don't even have like the fusion gift yet. I haven't even seen the actual event ego gift stuff, but I'm sure they're gonna synergize stupidly well with this team. So that'll be fun. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, head manager's dead. It's probably gonna be a pretty simple run. We'll have to see how the actual, like, event floor goes. So in case you're wondering, event enemies are weak to Envy and Blunt, resistant to Lust, and some of them are resistant to Pierce as well. So that's like the vague idea, like the sin affinities and the damage types you kind of want to do a bunch of damage to them. Makes enough sense, right? Okay, we get the wrist guard, so that's half of the that's part of the master plan already. We just need to get the other fusion gift, which we can just get guaranteed. Okay, cool. Sure thing. Guaranteed to be stupidly powerful by the start of the next floor. Alright, I still haven't upgraded Ryoshu to level 45. She's only level 40. She doesn't need 45, I guess. She's doing perfectly fine without it. Fair enough. Otis skill change is not bad. More dimensions to get more load going. Pretty nice. That's pretty bad. Let's do a charge reroll and then maybe sell some random garbage if we want any of this. We don't really want any of this though, so yeah, we'll just press on. SEA floor shouldn't be too bad. He had a fair bit of random gloom stuff on his charge team. Or not. They resist slash, but like something like leaped is really good, I guess, right? Well, we're doing good on Envy, so we can immediately just Envy res it up. And then a little bit of gloom for fun. A little bit of gloom pierce for fun too. Super hitting these guys' weaknesses. Good stuff. Should really get some kills. Some of the random UI changes. Oh yeah, I guess that's something I've been meaning to check, but I haven't been checking too much. But assumably Lake Monster is its own tag, right? Do these count as Lake Monsters? I don't think they do, right? Yeah, these guys don't have any tags. Okay. So yeah, recent thing they added in this update, tags. If you look at an ID or an enemy or something, they've got a bunch of these tags up here that like matches like what they are, like, you know, W Corp, First Banner Workshop, Fixer, MultiCrack Office, Mechanical Amalgam for people who are super prosthetic heavy. It's, in case you're wondering, Mechanical Amalgam is only these two, the event enemies that are similar, and KQE. Do a little bit of that. Sure. Should be good. But yeah, so I want to take a look at some of the random enemies throughout this run to see which ones have tags and whatnot. Just kind of out of curiosity, right? Because, like, there's definitely going to be, like, lake monster for stuff like mermaids and stuff, because that is, or what is it, lake entity? Whatever, like, the one weird Captain Ishmael passive specifies, like, you know, deal more damage to lake entities or whatever. Gamble, no dice, that's fine. Crabs don't count as lake entities. I think we've always known that. Already known that, like, crabs don't count for the Captain Ishmael, thing. So it's not like new info or anything. Let's see. I mean, we should just level up our allies, actually. Yeah, that's kind of the smarter move, I'd say. Get a bunch of random levels. Very funny. 2 levels for everyone is just super nice. Nicer than getting the portrait, that's for sure. It's a good choice. More crabs. That's fine by me. We can deal with them. We'll save the funny stuff for next turn, I think, partially. We'll just use this Rift Dimension now, just to get your charge potency going a little bit. Good damage. Photoelectricity on that guy, we might be making use of it on someone. I think Faust did. Faust gained some charge by hitting the guy with photoelectricity. Not a lot of charge, that's for sure, but you know, a little bit. That's what matters. Another Rift Dimension this turn, and we've got a bunch of our, like, kill moves. So let's see how this goes. I don't know why I say that when, like, obviously we're just gonna kill them all. I'm assuming the warp floor is on floor 5 here. Kind of like what they did for time killing time, you know, it's only on the final floor for each ones. And then maybe after the event ends, they'll change it to be floor 4 on both sides. Definitely feels like that'll fit. Who knows, I'm able to make it a floor 5 in hard too. I doubt it. It'll be a floor 5 for now, though. I'll just do, like, the climactic finish and the like. And that sort of stuff. Charge count current immediately, don't mind if I do. With Dimension immediately, don't mind if I do. Gloom Gaming. Yeah, and this will be good. Slash resist, but you're gonna get staggered and probably die anyways. Nice. Yeah, Crab Lore is not too bad. That's for sure. Yeah. My throat's been slightly bothering me today, probably from talking so much on the stream last night. It happens. I've got some water here, it's, you know, gonna help out. But if there's like a weird period of silence here and there, it's because I'm muting my mic to like clear my throat or something. Nice. 11 HP left in that one. And Heathcliff finishes the job. Cool. On to King Trash Crab, who's going to be fairly simple, I'm sure. He always is. You can really just kind of rush him down. We could also, like, ego if we wanted to. We could pull out, like, something random. What's the best thing for us? We don't have any, like, thing that hits both their weaknesses, I don't think. Nothing real that does it well, at least. So we could just binds here. Probably a decent move. And then you're just gonna do this on this, I guess, sure. More damage to the head. You're gonna clash against this just a little bit for fun. I mean, I guess Blind Obsession's not the worst choice then. It only hits a single target, but that's a charge gain, so yeah, sure. Pull that out. I don't use your Blind Obsession much at all. Yeah, this also means that we will have Before the King binds on Heathcliff next turn, which he could make use of potentially. Could be funny. And we don't lose too much SP from binds. So that's good. We just clash with them and it'll be doing decent next turn. Yeah, get some good damage to those guys. Stagger plus plus. Yeah, another really good change they're making this they made this update. You can now actually see when enemies are stagger plus and stagger plus plus in focus encounters, because you couldn't beforehand for some reason. It would just display as normal stagger with like the little UI thing, which was definitely stupid. Okay, blind obsessioning. The head's been staggered, so that's good. This is only hitting the body, or the shell, I guess it is. That's fine. We can go all out on the head next turn, and we should be set. Not only all your minions are staggered and stuff, yeah. So we can definitely do some funny stuff like this. Do we want to clash you? No. If we take a bunch of damage and die, like, that's my bad, but I'm fairly certain we're going to be fine here. Yeah. I know Heath doesn't get... I know Heath's going after, like, the actual shell does, but it's not that big of a deal. Cool. That's the floor cleared. We can get the other part to our fusion gift now, so we'll be able to make the fusion gift immediately. And we get another U-gift too. Oh, I guess we'll just take Talisman Bundle, sure. Might as well. Random Ego gift. Umbrella. And what do we want here? I don't know, can we get like Imitative Generator or something like that? Doesn't seem like it. We just go Slash Week probably, go for Curriculum Vitae. Those fights don't seem like they'd be too bad for us. We'll see which one we get. But yeah, fuse gifts, pull out the charge. And we can get the T1 again. I've been getting a lot recently because I've actually been running charge for once recently. We could try getting some of the other tier 3s too, actually. Gamble. Imitative Generator, cool. Image Generator is... yeah, okay. Can I purpose one skill that gains or consumes charge count? I was worried it was only skill 3s that consumed, because I hadn't checked in a while. Skill 3 is less than 5 base power, deal 25 more damage, and yeah. It's fairly strong. We can get Carmilla to ++2, so that's pretty nice. We did lose, Child in a Flask for doing that, but I think that's pretty fine. You can pass this? Cool. Simple enough. And we press on. Yeah, God. The aesthetic of P-Corp is super cool. Shame we don't get to see it too much, but we probably will see it more in, like, the Walpurgis cutscene. Most likely. So that'll be cool. Okay, rip dimensions, spend all your charge, get to 2 potency. Oh. Alright, let's see. Yeah, almost everyone's at like max charge right now, jeez. It's what happens when you're running, you know, stupid into the charge bit. Ida gets, you know, DR'd into the Shadow Realm and back. Like, it's not back, just into the Shadow Realm. Never to be seen again. Kind of a dark fate, but deserved. See, broken revolver. Cool. Press on. Yeah, so the three things we could fight this floor is Fey Lantern, Ardor Blossom Moth, or Fairy Longlegs, right? All of which I think we can do pretty well against, yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's true for most floors, though. There's not really a lot that, you know, would be scary to a team like this. Nice kill. Getting that second Rift Dimension so that Otis has it very frequently was a very nice thing to get. I don't know. Thousand Jesus don't really need skill changes that much, since they want to use their skill 2 for damage. Like, you could do like a skill 1 to skill 2, but it's not as big of a deal as like a skill 1 to skill 3, right? Probably better just focus on getting skill 3 changes for like, mainly Radon and Ryosha at this point, right? Since I really want them. Maybe a gift, don't mind if I do. Oh, we got the umbrella back. Shh. Funny to see you again. Okay, I'll take the Nixie Divergence. Sure thing. Cool. And press on. This is the last fight before we fight whatever of the three the boss is going to be for this floor. So we'll see. A little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. A little bit of that, cool. K-Corp Bongy guys. They're weak to slash, so like stuff like, you know, Rift Space, Rift Dimension, does a little bit of damage. Just a little bit, you know. Not, you know, too much damage. Just a little bit. We don't even have a Lightning Rod yet. And we won't be able to get Lightning Rod to ++ until the end of Floor 4, so... Once we get that, everyone's gonna have, like, what, like a baseline of 20 charge? Start each fight with 20 charge, pretty much? Which will make us even more stupidly consistent. Sounds wonderful. Okay, Fairy Longlegs it is. Yeah, it's fairly easy. That works out, I'd say. We just go all out on your arm. You are Envy weak, so, you know, a little bit convenient. On that front, how's your charge looking? Nice, cool. Yeah. A little bit of stuff there, Rip Dimension, just to get your charge potency up quickly. We could always try our Dimension Shredder if need be. Do a little bit of that funny. Nice vibration compression, slight bit of tremor bursting for fun. Yeah, almost staggered the left arm here. The fact that we didn't stagger yet, it's probably beneficial for us. You've got a Rip Dimension here, so we don't really need to worry about doing anything else. No need to ego here while you've got a Rip Dimension, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Should just be able to take down the arm and then do a bunch more damage. Yeah, cool. Photoelectric Harpoon does the job. Now you're fatal to Blunt and Pierce as well, so bigger damage. That's the bigger damage the better, so that's nice. Cool. We've got a charge counter current. And we got a little bit of a leap. Yeah, you're taking a little bit of damage. You're trying to cast some shade on us here. Unfortunately for you, however, we do not care, and we will be killing you. Probably won't need, Rip Space, DDDR, all that sort of stuff, but we have all that sort of stuff, so that's pretty nice. This will spend all charge here, so yeah, big damage from that one. Jeez. And victory. Cool. Easy enough floor. You can just grab Cooking Vitae for the fun of it. I'll take the cost, actually, I think. That might be better for me. Just make sure we can get a bunch of rerolls in the next floor. Unchanging. We really don't want a floor that's got those, though. Let's go Rising Power Supply. We want to be able to get a Lightning Rod on this floor so that we can upgrade it on this floor instead of getting it after this floor, in which case we won't be able to upgrade until the end of the next floor, right? Faust skill change, like I was saying. I don't think it's super necessary. We could get do a skill 1 to skill 2. I kind of want to gamble a bit more, though. If Faust shows up again, I might just get her, though. I might, but I also am still going to roll more, so, we gamble. Ryoshu, cool. Whoops, wrong button. One more charge reroll just to see for good luck, see if we get anything. No, okay. That's fine. We might be able to fuse it at the end of this floor. We've got some random EO gifts we can just fuse together to get Lightning Rod. We'll see how that goes, potentially. Cool. Was just checking to make sure Ryoshu had 15 charge. Because, in case you can't tell, half the team starts with 12 charge, the other half starts with 15 charge. And that's because of the battery pack thing, whatever its name is. Because it gives charge to 3 allies each turn. And that's a thing that pushes us from 12 to 15, and it's why only some of our team can just go full out first turn. Sometimes, I mean, it depends. Like, stuff like Dawn, it doesn't matter. Faust, it doesn't matter. These 4 only need 10 charge to function. But for these 2, they need 15, so they kind of need to get a little lucky if they want to be able to do it turn 1, right? If we get Lightning Rod, even an unupgraded Lightning Rod would change that, but upgrading it would be funny, so kind of want to upgrade it. Well, maybe I should save up a bunch of cost and ego gifts and stuff for next floor so I can fuse a bunch of the new things and all that sort of stuff. Because there's 4 fusion gifts, so I think it's once again going to be similar to... I haven't seen anything on the new ego gifts at all, so I'm not fully sure, but I assume it's going to be similar to the pocket watches, where, like, there's, like, some different components and you can choose what you, how you pair them, right? That sort of thing. It will probably be fairly obvious, I don't know. Fusion gifts and the events that have had them have been fairly obvious, Blade lineage requiring you to fuse a hilt and a sword blade. And time killing time requiring you to fuse a pocket watch and hands. So we'll see if the trend is continued here. T-Corp guys, specifically the Reminisced ones, pretty simple. Give them all some good old murder. Imitative Generator does trigger for her skill 3, so... Her skill 3 is actually not a bad idea to use because of Imitative Generator. Maybe switch, I could switch it up so the people who actually focus on their skill 3s get Imitative Generator. It's kind of unfortunate that Imitative Generator is only for skill 3s. Especially when you've got IDs now that ideally want to use their skill 2s for their big damage Unga Bunga. They're the focus of this run, though, so I'm not going to change the team order, I don't think. Also, it doesn't really seem that necessary. At least in my opinion. What? Okay. I clicked that like as soon as it showed up and it wasn't letting me click out of it for a second. These are wondering what that just loud what was for. There's a noise of confusion of the utmost level. Okay, that works well, I think. Just kind of selected randomly. We don't have a lot that really hits weaknesses too well. Gluttony guys resist Gloom, Sloth guys resist Envy, so little unfortunate, but you know, Sloth guys are weak to Blunt, and Gluttony guys are weak to Slash, so we can still do some stuff, of course. You may resist Gloom, but the Rip Dimension is still going to be doing a lot to this guy. Yeah, nice. Some good staggers here and there. Are they all staggered? Did we stagger Small Sloth guy? I don't remember. Did we? We did, okay. So yeah, they are all staggered here. Fun stuff. I guess we just do something like that. I don't think it's necessary. I think they all die like to the first attack. We don't need each of them. We have enough strong attacks going through that we don't really need to double down, but we'll see. You never know when someone like spontaneously will get like 4 tails despite being at 45 sanity. It's always a possibility. I don't think it's ever happened to me, but it could happen. And I mean, statistically speaking, it's probably happened to me at least once. Because, you know, as low as those odds are, I play the game a lot. Hit the switch. We'll take this. We've got enough charge to be able to counterbalance it. More charge spent is good for us as well, right? This person's holding stars. Give them to me, please. Cool. Fairly late for Tomorrow's Fortune to do too much for us, but who knows. Okay. Fuse time. If we get charged tier 3, it's guaranteed to be the one we need, so... Okay, you, probably? Lightning Rod, there we go. We can't get it to ++ unless we get... No, we can, actually. It's not that pricey. Cool. Well, now we start with an additional 7 charge on top of everything else we have going for us. Which boss is it? It's KQE. Oh yeah, we can take a look at this funny tag thing. See that he's marked as a mechanical amalgam, assumably. Look at that. How fancy. How game-changing, isn't it? I kind of want to wait for next turn to be funny, because we've got a lot of stuff we can do next turn. And I mean a lot, by the looks of it. So yeah, we'll roll with it. Faust skill 3 inflicts envy fragility anyways, so it'll be a little convenient on that front. If Faust is high speed, I might have her just text nail anyways. We'll see. I don't know. As good as her skill 2 is, like, the opportunity cost from the 30% increased damage for the rest of the team from Hex Nail just feels so large. I don't know. We'll see. If Faust is, like, the fastest on the team, we'll do that, but... If not, she's a middle of the pack. Yeah, we'll just have her attack normally. That'll work. Rip Dimension, Vibration Compression, DDDR, and yeah, we can do a lot of damage here. Only one load because, you know, it takes Otis a little bit of time to ramp up, unfortunately. We probably could have had her Ego turn 1, though. That would have made it a lot easier. Need to keep on remembering that. The best strat for Warp Otis is probably just immediate Dimension Shredder. Just to get, you know, the charge stuff going, make it so you're ready for, like, a turn 2 Rip Dimension. To give the buff to your allies and stuff. You are at 3 charge potency now, so you know Can do a little bit more at this point. Average compression should do decently. Yeah, that's for sure. And DDDR should do pretty decently. We're not killing you this turn, but we're doing enough damage that you're definitely dead this turn. Because you're staggered, so it's not like you can do anything beyond just kind of sit here and watch. Yeah, we all get 3 load this turn. Another skill 3 on you. So we should be pretty set. Also, leap is too fragile if you get heads on the 3rd coin. Easy to forget because it's kind of random, but it's pretty nice. Not as nice as the other fragile inflictors. Oh, there we go. But still good. Cool. That's a victory. On to the actual main event, the funny event floor. UPS system. More charge, I guess. Theoretically, it's really just more damage up. The actual chance of us getting the charge thing seems comedically low. We have Murder on the Warp Express floor. There it is. Blunt weak, Envy weak. That's like the main thing going on here. Lust resist, Pierce resist. And of course it looks a little funny because it's the event one. Normal stuff. Well, let's see if we see any of the new stuff here. A portable barrier battery. Skill 1 that gain charge count, gain clash power. When you skill 1 that gains charge count, gain +2 charge count and 1 charge barrier once per turn. W coordinating take HP damage to affect any other than direct damage. Gain 5 charge barrier once per turn. Okay. Final part's a little bit separate from what's going on here, but it makes sense. We'll take it. And we get Dawn another skill 3? Okay. We'll take it. And we'll see. I'm not going to sell everything and re-roll like everything because chances are a lot of the stuff is only going to be on the events here. Or we can just get the Hydra. Alright. Not really an event thing, but that's okay. I guess I don't know if the event has any actual like event cutscene things. I'm sure it does though. Here we go, yeah. As we were waiting all around the platform, we happened across a fixer equipped with various prosthetic parts. A cool costume and 4 mechanical arms. That was more than enough to draw the interest of a few sinners. They all looked at them intently. Maybe the fixer felt their gaze. They turned around and looked back in our direction. I noticed that you've been watching me for a while. What's up? You from the north, what are the benefits of having 4 arms? Nothing, have a nice trip. So we get a keywordless one depending on which of these. Are you from up north? Was the outfit against Northern Ireland too stand out with how heavily we're dressed? I really enjoy the sights down south. I can actually take in the horizon, you know. Up north, we got so many tall buildings, we don't have a horizon. It's pretty simple, huh? Tricolor canned ice cream they sell in my hometown. You can be lost somewhere and hanging out with various canned items P Corp. Oh yeah, they mentioned, I think that's another thing that Shelter mentioned, wasn't it? Shelter talked about P Corp's special ice cream or whatever. We asked them some more questions. Benefits having 4 arms. Canned ice cream, cool. Attack when an ally loses HP due to their own attack effect, heal half the HP lost due to the skill effect of the next turn start rounded down. Okay. That's nice. That's some like decent synergy. I guess you can use like Ardor Blossom, Star Corrosion and make some benefits from that too. Ally heals HP due to an ego skill effect, heal more HP. Sure. Oh, this is an elite encounter. What's the lead encounter consist of? Is it just going to be Sasha? I know I can use backup on this floor, but I don't really want to. Is it just a lot of work, guys? Seems like that might be the case. Jeez. Vines is only favored. Oh no. Okay, it's because your Sandy's a little low. You can just AADD. That'll do decently too, so good enough. Do like that, probably. That'll work. These guys do a bunch of self-damagey type stuff, so the one we're hitting is already basically staggered, below staggered threshold already because of their own effects. Yeah, we staggered 3 of them there. Pretty nice. Means that when we're going to be attacking them, so they're going to be taking a lot of damage here. Yeah, question is how many backup stuff they've got going on. I did read in, like, a little, like, hotfix they did. Apparently, if you killed every one of these enemies, like, in a single turn or something like that, there might be, like, a soft lock where they just wouldn't spawn, like, the upcoming ones. Because it's a chain battle for the enemies, too. They've got reinforcements. We don't know how many, because it doesn't tell us. But they've got some degree of reinforcements, right? Also, like, the screen flashes red whenever you use a Warp ID skill 3, which is pretty funny. Yeah, you can see just a bunch more backup showed up. Another Rip Dimension. Seems good. We've got an additional skill 3 for Dawn, Ryoshu, and Otis, which were the 3 we wanted more skill 3s for. So at this point, we can probably go for skill change for whoever we want at the end of this floor. Whatever we choose is going to be pretty useful, chances are. Nice. Killing these guys. Nice. And there's only 3 left, okay. That means that there's no reinforcements as far as I know. As far as I know, any time that there is free space, they would fill in more reinforcements. It's not like a Railway 4 situation where, like, some enemies take up more weight or whatever. I'm pretty sure all enemies are just the same, like, one slot. Maybe it's a little weird if you have, like, a Sasha one, but I don't know. We'll see. Curious to see exactly what the deal, how the boss fight's gonna go, whether or not it's gonna be the full thing or not. Whether or not he's gonna have his healing attack or not, right? That sort of thing. We'll see that in a few minutes, though. Gotta get through some random fights, some random events before we get there, though. One, nice. Random charge EO gift could be exactly what we want. It could be something from this floor. E-type dimensional dagger. Okay, it's E-type, so it's doing this bit again, isn't it? This is one of the things for the fusion, I assume. Or this was something else. Skill 1's a cane charge count, gain clash power 1, deal more damage. Skill 1 is a single coin skill, gain clash power 1, deal even more damage instead. Or enemy dealt damage to enemy with HP enemy skill. Inflict 2 HP healing down, does not stack. Okay. The HP healing down is only a thing because the enemies in this mid-chapter have a lot of healing stuff. Especially the boss. If you can reduce how much he heals from his big attack, that would be nice, but I feel like he's still going to heal up to full if he uses it once, so I don't know how big of a difference it would make. Cool, do a little bit of that. They're doing a little bit of dodging, but not enough for it to be too big of a worry. Like, if I was going for, he's going to get finished off by Heathcliff, so that's good. Space has been ripped. Yeah, you can see what I mean there. Like, watch for DDDR. Like, around the time of, like, the end of the attack, there's going to be, like, a series of red flashes, I think. I guess not if we don't finish the attack, but I think it'll happen for Rift Dimension. It's a thing that only happens on, like, during the event, I think. On, like, the event fights. Yeah, like, the red flashes there. The 3 red flashes. It's a very weird visual thing, and it was bothering me a lot because I was like, this is new, right? They've never did this before. And yeah, I was right. But it's specifically for, like, the event stuff, which is very weird. I don't know. It's just the warp IDs, too. Like, it's not like the other charge IDs do this. It's some sort of thematic thing, I'm sure, though. Since you're on the warp train, they're doing their cleanup work or whatever, it's flashing red. That sort of deal. And do a little bit of that. Nice. Even your skill 1 series to amount. We're getting a lot of random EU gifts from this event that buff specifically charged skill 1s, which is interesting. Makes sense to a degree, but definitely a little odd. I've only seen a few of the EU gifts. I think that's the reason why, right? Oh, is that the end of the floor already? Huh. We saw one new event. We missed, what, one event? Yeah, so that probably was a new event, too. I guess we'll see all the new stuff in time, so that's fine. Oh, I didn't even realize this was a folks encounter. Okay. Shh. Fair enough. Try something like that, maybe. That'll work. You do a little bit of damage with this little ripple. We're doubling up, so you take more damage. Some situation with the leap. Yeah, they're not doing too much damage, so it makes the doubling up is helping. It is still crazy to me that, like, there's not, like, a warp ID that's just, or not a warp ID, just, like, a charge ID that's just spend a charge to reuse coin. Like, the closest we have is, like, Rosepin or Rodion, right? Like, her skill to reuse coin on heads if you have at least 3 charge. But, like, it's not like a spend charge to reuse coin thing. Which is so weird, because it feels like the most obvious bit they could do, right? I don't know. It's been perplexing me. Tried that, we should be able to kill them all here. Yeah. I don't know. Stuff that reuses coins just always feels super satisfying, so like having an ID that's built into like having a conditional towards that, like charge, it feels like such an obvious pick and it just is not a thing. Okay. They're all done, but there is more, okay. I think the dog barking might be picking up my mic now. Oh well. Dogs do bark. Such is the nature of things. You guys can double up that one, sure. Alright, cool. Should be able to do some good damage with some of their funny envy attacks here. Nice, that one's already stagger plussed. And yeah, this guy is very dead. It's one of the generic ones, too. Like, there's 3 types of enemies in this mid-chapter for the normal types. Because there's the Bloodbag civilian people, Bloodbag warp people, and then Bloodbag MultiCrack people. And they're kind of like scaled in power in like that order, right? You know, the civilians are the weakest, the MultiCrack are the strongest, and like the warp people are kind of in the middle. I think that's the last reinforcement-y person. So that's simple enough. Yeah, sure, try that. We're probably going a little overkill onto the guy on the bottom. Probably should be doing a few more attacks onto the actual MultiCrack person, but the MultiCrack person is dead. The guy on the bottom also is just dead, I think, so it adds up. Yeah, just bottom guy left. Who knows, maybe all 3 attacks were needed. No, they were not. Well, that's fine. But yeah, we do get our shop here, so we'll do some re-rolling, see what we can get. Crystallized Blood. The unit has bleed, have the bleed potency on self, and heal bleed potency reduced times bleed count on self HP. Round down can heal up to 10% max HP once. Cool. Sounds nice. Being a Dawn of the Rip Space also sounds cool. Let's sell a bunch of stuff here. Because we really don't need most of this stuff. I'll keep all of our charge stuff, probably. But, like, I think that's all I really feel the need to keep. Sell a bunch of stuff, see how many cool ego gifts I can get. We've gotten... There's only 2 non-charge ego gifts, so there's only charge stuff we have left to get. Carmilla doesn't do anything for us at this point, we can safely sell it. So we could just do charge refreshes primarily if we wanted to. Cardiovascular reactive module. An ally with charge count loses a clash gain shield equal to charge count once per turn. Allies 50% HP, its charge count times 2 shield instead. MultiCrack office identity received HP damage on this counter. Next turn they heal 33% of the HP lost last turn. Rounded down. Cool. Let's get another charge refresh in here. Economy. Oh no, this one's also a type of sign. I want any of this 5 minus speed. The one with the slowest speed gains 1 haste next turn. Cool. Seems pretty boring. One more refresh. Okay. I feel like there's a decent chance we missed out on something super important because we didn't get to go to that event, but that's fine. Feel free to take a rest here. We can try poking around, seeing if we have any fusion stuff. Like, if we do this and the heart, it's nothing. It's nothing. What else is there? I doubt it's, like, one of the ones that's, like, typeless, right? Like, if we do, like, a heart in this, right? Nothing? Did I not get any of the stuff for fusion? I think the one event I missed probably had something super important. I don't think I've gotten anything for fusion. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, that's fine. We can live without it. Pick on Vitae plus, because why not? And either way, it's boss time. We'll see the fusion stuff in time. I'm sure I just missed the one event that you actually, like, physically need to do to be able to do it all here. That's fine. I'll select those guys for backup. I really don't think I'll need it, but just so we have base Merceau if something goes horribly wrong. Okay, it is the both wave thing though, so that's fine. Good to know. Try like that, yeah. That's actually a bad clash, huh? Try like that then. Sure. We're gonna have a lot of RAM charge build up. A lot of RAM charge spending. We should be able to get our charge potency up pretty easily here, which will be nice. Oh. Keith loses these. That's unfortunate. He did gain some shield thanks to that, so that's cool at least. And that guy did heal up a bunch there, but that's fine. Kill with DDDR. So we have at least one kill here. Dawn probably also gets a kill. Which means there's going to be 2 reinforcements, which might be enough room for Sasha. I don't think so. I don't think Sasha was immediately. I think Sasha's, like, end of this, like, onslaught. Like, Sasha's, like, the last unit to show up from the chain battle stuff. Cool. Yeah, Sasha's not here yet, so she'll probably not show up for a little bit longer, at least. If I had to guess. You can do that there. You can do that there. Oh, you can try that, sure. That'll probably work in killing a bunch of these guys. We didn't really need to use warp space on the chart, on the actual warp cleanup guy himself, because the warp cleanup guys do a bunch of self-damage things. So we really don't need to hit them with something super strong or anything like that. That's a kill. This is probably a kill, assuming we... Oh, never mind. We still got... We got tails, but we still killed. That's good. Only needed 3 coins, I guess. Cool. Nice. Killed all those guys, so it should be... Yeah. Should be the last of them. Sasha's here now. Consume 10% HP on self to gain 15 charge count with that one. Quite fun. Actually, we should do something like this, maybe. Yeah, cool. Do that. Kill these guys. You kill that guy. Okay, cool. I'm doing it like this so we get the fragile from Dawn's Leap, so we just do a bunch of damage there. I figured it works well enough, right? Gain charge from this. It's really not necessary to gain charge at the moment, but it's fine. But with how much setup time we're gonna get, I think the plan is just don't use any skill 3s from now on, unless we've got multiple of them, so that we can potentially burst down the Blood Fiend man. That I've already forgotten the name of. I haven't read Murder on the Orient Express. If I did read it, I probably would know the guy's name. It's based on one of the characters from that. Oh, Sasha's already staggered. Cool. Sasha's already dead, huh? That wasn't intentional, but, time to fight the big guy. Mr. Bloodfiend. Cassetti, that's it. Let's see how much damage we can do here. Also, if we can... we don't have Yi-Song. That's unfortunate. Yi-Song would actually be stupid good for us, because it means we could have someone that's fast. We could have everyone gain a bunch of haste, because his master attack is a 10 speed thing, right? So if we can just do a bunch of damage to him, if we could get everyone a bunch of random speed, could be huge. I don't know. We also don't need to do that. We can just Blind Obsession, and that does good enough for defeating the evade, probably. Yeah, probably. Maybe I'm making a horrible mistake. She's low in the speed order, though, so it's not going to make too big of a deal anyways, I don't think. Wreck some scores. A little bit of funny tremoring stuff is also nice. If we had a way to stack it, which we don't because we sold all of our tremor stuff, yeah. If we had a way to stack some tremor, we could actually make some decent use out of Rodion, probably. Oh well. Too late for that. God. We did get the heads though, so we did beat this, and you got a tails, so we were fine either way. But if he got a tails and we got a... If he got a heads and we got a tails, he would have dodged the Blind Obsession, was the only issue. Blind Obsession is a charge gain. Not really a charge gain we need, but it's a charge gain. I keep on forgetting to teleport with Faust. What am I doing? Okay, he is doing his funny mass attack thing here, though. Yeah, not much we can do about that, unfortunately. We'll see if we win the speed tie, right? Okay, well, you get to use teleport. I'm just doing this simply so I can get the passive running. His funny mass technique goes through here. It's only a one-time per thing, but he basically heals up to full, almost certainly. And, yeah. Yeah, okay. We're fine, though, because now the actual fight starts. Now that passive's out of the way, it's only a one-time conditional. Yeah. If you can, like, burst him down fast enough, you can probably not have to deal with that. I don't know for sure. Maybe it's a forced thing. I don't think so, though. I feel like it's something you can circumnavigate with a little bit of gaming prowess. Blood, 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 blood. Fair enough. Just how you counter that with your defensive skill, yeah. It's probably safer. If we do decent damage to him here, we also get his blood count down. He's kind of got like a Nosferatu type thing going on with his blood, where like you kind of want it to be in like a neutral territory. But the thing is, he loses blood whenever you deal certain amounts of damage to him, so it's kind of hard to not get him to use his funny mass attack thingy. So as far as I'm concerned, you just kind of got to accept it. There might be a way to circumnavigate it, but not without taking your sweet time with this fight. You're never going back. Yeah, you wouldn't. I'm just gonna Pursuance because it's safe. Don't really want to lose like a clash against an ego like that, or lose a clash against an attack like that. Actually, we should probably Dimension Shredder. Just give it a shot, right? Because we haven't used it at all yet. It's funny. DDDR, good damage. Yeah, nice solid 300-ish. Pursuance is like guaranteed to win these. It's kind of goated for reasons like that. A little bit of healing. I don't think we particularly need the healing, but we're probably low on a few people. So we'll roll with it. Okay, we've got one of these. And Faust is just doing stupid amounts of damage. Thanks to Telepult, she does 60% more damage with her skill 3 at max charge, you know. A little bit more damage. Her skill 3 doesn't even spend any charge, just she maintains it there, so it's a little strong. And you just died to the rib space. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely just burst him down with a solid enough turn. If you're a little smarter, maybe you can save stuff so that when you enter his phase, you can just kill him. Yeah, shame we didn't get any of the fusion gifts there, but I think we genuinely just missed out on, like, an event. There's probably an event that gives you a choice between 2 ego gifts, and those ego gifts are needed in every fusion. If I had to guess. Claim rewards, good stuff. 418, funny, what are they called? Civilian recovery packs. We got our 750 lunacy, we're getting our bunch of levels. Bring us close to 1200. Definitely not to 1200. We're still a few levels away from that, but only a few daily mirror dungeons, right? Yeah, in 2 days' time, I'll be at 1200, so that's cool. That's a big number, after all. Oh yeah, I can claim these because I did mirror dungeon, defeated 100 enemies. Cool. That's another level. Nice 69 boxes. No daily pulls to do because I did them last night. Right. That sort of thing. Up to 20k lunacy though, so that's good. Nice and stockpiled for wall purchase. And I can also grab some of the reward stuff here. I'll just grab that and I'll just grab... How many of these can I get? 8? Cool. That'll work. Give me 2 thread as well. There's 10 thread, but you know what I mean. 2 sets of thread. Yeah, oh, I need to click on it, don't I? Because I need to, yeah. I did this to myself, fair enough. Cool stuff, maybe I'll change my... what's going on with here. I don't know. We'll see, it doesn't make too big of a difference. But yeah, I like the new MultiCrack ideas. They're fairly unique. I think I was trashing on them a little too much beforehand. I like what they're doing. I think outside of Mirror Dungeon, Faust doesn't feel that great, just because her charge is bad. But I think it's because I wasn't really using Telepole. Outside of Mirror Dungeon, she's super reliant on Telepole, so I guess you just gotta keep that in mind. Get this active, then you get the stupidly good Ego passive for this one. Skill spend 2 less charge count. Her skill 1 becomes charge neutral after that, and her skill 2 becomes, you know, 8 charge, which is just nice. And you just get a bunch of damage up. And these Sin Affinities are going to be pretty common on a team like this, right? Lust and Wrath aren't the most common. You've got a lot of Envy, obviously, but you get, like, it's only 1 Wrath, and you get Wraths from stuff like, MultiCrack Heathcliff. Lust you get from stuff like you, right, and you. There's some Lust. That's kind of the big limiter there. But yeah, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next episode. Bye!